Hello everyone. I have a question for you. Are you currently faced with something that you're having to do that's really going to be super challenging for you, or just really difficult for you to do? Today's video, I will offer you knowledge and wisdom through the tarot. I am Yve-Spiritual, intuitive guiding coach, bringing you videos to support your soul's journey here on earth and your spiritual wellness. In today's video, I will be utilizing the David's Tarot. Now, this is a deck that is not currently in print, but it is available to be downloaded. It's called David's Tarot. It's a very interesting deck. So I downloaded a copy of this and put it on some nice cardstock and then laminated the card. So it's a very interesting deck. I don't use it very often. It was once my go-to deck. But if you're a seasoned reader, you know how some decks can just fall to the wayside. This one has, and I just came across it and would like to use this in our reading today. So remember, guys, to share this video, like this video, subscribe, and hit the notification button so you can receive videos as soon as I post them. So let's get on with it. So we all have those times in our lives where we have to do really difficult things. It could be anything from, asking your partner for a divorce, quitting your job, having to fire someone. It's just those really difficult things, and there's so many things that we're faced with doing. Maybe we have to have a very serious conversation with a parent where we have to draw boundaries with them, or confront our neighbor about something that they have been doing that's been very upsetting to you. So there's so many things in every day and in all walks of life where we have to do things we really don't want to do, or we find that it's just way too challenging for us, but we know we have to do it anyway. So I currently have my own thing that I'm having to do very soon in a couple of days. And it's really challenging on an emotional level, psychological level, but it's something that I know that I'm going to have to do regardless of how difficult I might think it is. So I am going to pull some cards. So here is what the back of it looks like. It's just regular cardstock, and I do have it laminated, and I'll show you the cards as I pull them. So before I pull the cards, go ahead and comment in the comment section below about what you are being faced with, what you're being challenged with that you have to do, that you wish you didn't have to, but you have no other choice. Go ahead and put that in the comments, and I will most certainly respond. And let's see what the David's Tarot says for us. I'm just going to pull one card at a time. I'm not going to pull them all at the same time. Let's see what this first one says. Okay. The first one is the Three of Cups. So it came out in the reverse. So this is what it looks like. Okay, all of the cards are in black and white. So this is the Three of Cups in reversed. So you normally, in the upright position, what comes up for me around this card is an expansion in emotions. So in the reverse, it's more of a compression of emotions. So I would say it's not necessarily about suppressing emotions, but compressing them, almost compartmentalizing your emotions for the time being so that you can execute, speak, and do whatever it is you need to do without allowing your emotions to be all-consuming. For me, in my personal situation, it could definitely be a highly emotional experience. But what this card is guiding me to do is to just set those aside for the moment and take care of what needs to be taken care of. Let's see what else is showing up. So as I'm reading these cards and conveying the messages to you, just allow whatever to come up for you to come up. Any thoughts, any emotions, any kind of response that you might feel around what I'm saying, because that's very important. That's your subconscious or your intuition communicating with you, whether it resonates with you or not. So the next card we have, just be really open-minded about these cards, because they're just not really what you normally see in a traditional Rider-Waite deck. So the next card here, this is the 10 of Pentacles, and we got this one in the reverse. So this deck is an excellent deck to just look at the images and to get intuitive hits from them, because it's very powerful messages in these. Okay. So in the upright position, the 10 of Pentacles is about completion and completing things that are of this physical realm. It could also be about completing your investment in something, and like emotional investment, your time, your effort, your energy. So it's not just about financial investment. But because this is in reverse, I feel like what comes up for me right away is that just because you are doing this difficult thing doesn't mean that's the end of it. So whatever it is you're having to do, it's not saying that it's going to last forever, but it's not quite going to be complete. There might be some follow-up things that you're going to have to do once you have done that or said that, or whatever it is that you're being challenged to do. So it's not the end. There is more to come, and it's going to call for more of your resources. Doesn't have to be necessarily a bad thing. You know, you never know what's going to happen. Like, let's say you do have to fire somebody, or let them go is a nicer way of putting it. Perhaps a follow-up conversation with this person to see how they're doing might be what this card is indicating. Perhaps that person's going to reach back out to you and want a conversation for better closure or something of that nature. All right, let's see what else our lovely David's Tarot is wanting to communicate with us. Okay. So here is the Ace of Pentacles. Now this is a very Zen-like looking card. It's very calming for me, actually. So again, we have the Pentacles, so things of the earth, money, finance, business, work, the physical, and the Ace. Something new, a beginning, a fresh start. Ooh, so this feels like a very promising energy that comes right after, especially after that 10 card, saying that it's not quite complete. However, there is something new that you'll be investing your energy in after you do that difficult thing. Now, this makes a lot of sense for me. All of them actually do, because even though things might not be complete once I do what I have to do, it might open up, well, according to this, it will open up a new area to invest my resources. So I find that very intriguing. A lot's coming up for me. So I hope a lot's coming up for you with those. So what else? Okay. What's coming up for you as I'm reading these cards? More questions? Hopefully you're getting some clarity. All right. Oh, this is nice. This is nice. Okay, here we go. Another upright card. We have the 10 of Cups. Beautiful. I like the energy around this card. I like the energy around the Ace of Pentacles. There's nothing wrong with the 3 of Cups reversed and the 10 of Pentacles reversed, but the feeling is like that difficult part of having to do it. But the next 2 cards, the Ace of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups, gives you a sense of hope and renewal and of good things to come from this. Sometimes when we show up to do difficult things, as scary as they may be, once we accomplish them, once we do them, it empowers us in a way, even if it wasn't necessarily a good thing. You know, it builds resilience, it builds courage and strength to move through these things in the best way that we possibly can. The Ten of Cups is telling us that you have this sense of completion on an emotional level, almost a sense of closure and a sense of being complete and fulfilled. Like I've done what I'm here to do. I did the best that I can. I showed up in the best way possible. And I've given the best that I can. And this leaves you knowing, it gives you a sense of integrity and a feeling of, I don't want to say superiority, but a feeling of having done the right thing, the morally right thing, even if it was really, really difficult. All right, sorry if I got emotional there, because this is hitting very hard and just very much at home with me, or hitting home with me. Let's pull one more around this. Let's see. And our final card. This is a really cool card. This was pulled in reverse, but this is the upright. This is the Queen of Wands. I love the imagery on this one. But however, we got this one in reverse. So we have kind of a different energy showing up with the Queen of Wands. So the Queen is always that feminine energy that shows up with wisdom, maturity, and experience around knowing what to allow in and out of her space. It's almost like the Queen of Boundaries, knowing where to draw the line. So here I feel like this is a bit of a warning or a suggestion, advice card, saying to be cautious of your boundaries, your personal boundaries, making sure that you are stepping really up into that mature level of setting boundaries. Sometimes when we're doing something difficult, you know, maybe we might feel guilty or a little bit insecure or uncertain and flounder and make mistakes and maybe pull back on what we're really trying to do instead of going for it. We really need to set strong boundaries with ourselves and with whoever else we're dealing with, making sure that we're taking care of ourselves in order to take care of others. This is a very important card, and it's in reverse because whatever situation that you're dealing with will have a tendency to make you feel vulnerable and not as strong as you normally would. So the other person or the situation might take advantage of you. So it's really important to be very strong and, you know, erect your boundaries right away before you go into the situation. You know, even if you have to stand in front of a mirror and voice out loud, facing yourself, that I am erecting these boundaries, I'm protecting myself, standing my ground, and doing what I need to do. But overall, it's let me see. It's a really decent reading. You know, my cats just love showing up. So let's go through these real quick. We have the Three of Cups. So we have to contain ourselves emotionally. We got to make sure that we have our emotions in check. We're going to have to, because this isn't going to be easy. Ten of Pentacles is indicating that just because we're getting this done, we're going through it, doesn't mean that's going to be the end of it. There might be some follow-up, you know, very likely there will be some follow-up conversations or actions that need to take place. Not necessarily a bad thing, so keep that in mind. And this will open new things to invest our resources in. Maybe a new relationship, a new opportunity, a new way of thinking, just something new that we'll be investing our resources in. And this is going to leave us feeling full, content, and like we've done the right thing and we've shown up in the best way, and we are going to feel really good about it. And finally, remember to put your boundaries up. Keep those boundaries strong. Even if you are normally a person with strong boundaries, this situation may knock you back slightly. So you have to make sure that these are really fortified, really strong. All right, guys, I'd love to hear from you to know more about what you might be having to deal with, the struggles that you might be facing. If you are interested in having a reading with me or a session with me, I am I'm offering a free session for the first 5 people who contact me via email. So just shoot me an email, let me know that you would like a free session with me. So it's only for the first 5 people, and this is regarding my 3-month anniversary as a YouTuber. So I'm offering this to celebrate that. And also, if you would like to contact me, my email will be there as well as my phone number. And you can also visit me at spiritualintuitive.guide, my website, to learn more about me and my offerings, as well as book a session with me. This kitty wants to say hi, so I don't know if you remember Lemur. This is Lemur. Thank you so much for being here with me. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Be well, be safe. Ciao.